Or is this like, was this supposed to be 1½ cup? It said 1 space 1½ cups of water, and this is what it did.
Alrighty then.
What did we do wrong?
I don't know.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria Vaden if you're brand new here. I really wanted to film a night owl routine as a mom. I struggle finding any videos out there of actual night owls, especially those who are parents, because a lot of people say they're a night owl but they like wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and there's no way that's possible. So I really struggle finding other people who are doing it. Being a mom and being a night owl, it's like just not a thing that's supposed to happen, but that's how I am, so I know I'm not the only one out there. And so I really need to do a lot of like cleaning, and I need to pack her food for lunch. So there's a lot of like prep that I need to do before she goes to school, as well as like cleaning my office and then prepping myself for the work week. But it's very, very hard, especially being a mom and being a night owl, because I feel like I'm really not getting sleep. Now I usually function on 6 hours of sleep anyway. Anything more than that and it's just not okay for me. I really don't like waking up any earlier than 7 o'clock a.m. There's a lot of things I still need to figure out because my daughter is now older, so she has to actually adhere to between 8 and 5 time frames. That morning hour routine as a night owl will be coming up as soon as I figure it out.
Mommy's doing the bunk bed, and you're sleeping downstairs, so I eat pizza dough. And right here, just block the screen.
So this looks like, because it has a dash, to, oh, I have no idea. Hey, we're trying to make pizza, because mine wanted to make pizza from scratch. So we're trying to make the yeast, and it said 1½ it said 1 space 1½ cups of water. So I put 1½ cup. And yeah, and then I added in the yeast, like it said, and it said after 5 minutes it should activate or whatever, become whatever, and this is what it did.
Alrighty then.
So, what did we do wrong?
I don't know.
To me, I need to add the salt or the sugar.
How do you know if this is instant?
It's not, because it's called active. Oh, there it goes. Oh, look, look, look. Oh! It started poofing up, look. See a little pop, look, right there.
Oh, yeah.
So usually at night after we have dinner, I do bath time. As I'm getting the girls a bath, my husband will be cleaning the kitchen and clearing the counters and all that stuff, and make sure downstairs basically looks all put together. Maya has been reading, which she reads really well with my husband Tony at night, so that's a great thing. While that's happening, I'm usually with Mariah for a little bit, getting her dressed and all that stuff, and then kind of prepping myself to get ready to start mentally and emotionally getting ready to start working. And basically we'll switch. So my husband will go downstairs like he did after he puts Mariah to sleep. So she's currently asleep right now in their room. She'll stay asleep until about like 1 or 3 in the morning when we have to change her diaper. Maya's on the couch right now, and as soon as I get out of the shower, she will also be in bed. You know, right after I did her nighttime routine, so that's like her TV time for her hair. What I usually do after I finish doing Maya's hair for the night, tonight I'm going to be like prepping for her to go to school tomorrow, but I will either go downstairs and get her a snack, or I will immediately get in the shower. So I usually get in the shower before I start working, or really at the end of the time I start working. So that's around like 1. I don't like working any later than 2:30 in the morning, because once I wake up between 7 and 8:30, anytime after basically 8 o'clock or anytime after 7:30, I'm not in a good mood. So I have a very small window of time where I can wake up in the morning and actually like it'll be a good day. So so a lot of people think it's crazy to have like 2 dinners, and it's like, why are you eating at after 10 o'clock or whatever it is, because a lot of people on diets don't do that. I have to do that, just like how people have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I usually don't have breakfast. Like I have something very, very small, like it's like laughable. It's basically like a snack in the morning. I have lunch, snack after that, dinner, and then right around this time, around 10, sometimes 12, I'll have dinner part 2. And usually a snack with that, and then of course my day starts all over again. My dinner part 2 is basically everyone else's like breakfast, so it all balances out. I purchased this baby monitor a couple months ago. It's actually really cheap, but it's actually a very nice baby monitor. I think I paid maybe like 30 bucks for it, but whenever I'm not in the room, I try to check on her, and it's nice that I can speak to her and turn the sound on. So I'm not gonna turn it on because of, copyright, because every single night we listen to Kim. He's one of my favorite singers, so it's amazing that she goes to sleep to this, and Maya as well, but this is definitely Mariah's thing. So you can see her in there. I thought I heard her move around, so I was just checking to make sure she's okay. So what's interesting is being a night owl, like I don't need help staying awake. I do need help focusing. That comes from me having 2 head injuries. For those who are brand new here, I have hypotension, so I pass out very easily. Ever since then, I've had very, very bad short-term memory loss. Even if I don't do work, I'll still be awake up until, 2 in the morning, be on my phone or coming up with ideas, writing things down, reading things, whatever it is. But for the nights I need to actually focus and stick to one task, because being creative, I do like 10, 12 tasks at once, and I'll finish like half of them, or I'll get progressively halfway through on half of them, but I won't finish all of them. It'll take me much longer to finish. So with focusing on one task at least at a time, my husband makes me coffee. I do laundry, I feel like, really often, but I don't do one load of laundry at a time. And I never have any socks. I don't know what happens to them, but for whatever reason, my husband is the only one in our family who always has his matching socks. So we share socks. He just doesn't acknowledge or like it. Mariah put chocolate on the wall. She put spaghetti on the wall a couple days ago. And look at this. What is that? My husband hasn't seen it yet because it's behind the door, but I'll get to that eventually. I did these clothes the other day. Well, not clothes, but towels. I did them the other day. My husband only built this shelf just so I would fold clothes as I was doing them. That way it was easier for me to put them away, because I do not put things away. I love washing clothes and even folding them. I don't mind folding them as long as I'm in a good mood. I do not like putting them away. So that's what this is. I don't mind putting away towels because they're very easy. But the rest of the clothes is what I actually have to work on. So this has been sitting here for about let me not lie, it's been sitting here for 4 days. I'm gonna try to look through here again and see if I can find some socks. So I can go downstairs to get like my snack. That's Mariah's awake. Hello. Hey, come here. Now I can get started with my night now that I have 2 socks. Okay, so I just laid Mariah down and hopefully she stays asleep. But this is what my board looks like. This was actually his idea for me to make it feel like I'm actually doing work. With me, I don't really like keeping track of a lot of things just because I'm not good at keeping track of whatever I'm supposed to be keeping track of. So he said I should write a lot of stuff on sticky notes, so that way I can move it from column to column, and that way I see visually what I'm actually getting done as opposed to feeling like I'm not getting anything done. On Instagram, I shared I had a whole bunch of stuff over here that I had not completed. Within like 2 months I actually got all of it completed. Basically I have it divided up into blog, and then I have YouTube and brand pitch sponsorship emails, Instagram, and then a regular to-do task that doesn't affect any of these things. I usually actually keep this downstairs on the big whiteboard down there. This is what I actually have to work on right now, where I have to like make all new sticky notes because I ran out of all of them after I completed them, which was good timing. So I'm going to work on that because that's like an easy task I can get out of the way, but it's also a task that I need to get done so that way I can properly prep and see what I'm doing and really kind of like organize my life once I find my sticky notes, because my daughter's been using my desk when she was doing virtual learning, so I don't know where my sticky notes went. This is my filming desk right here. I like to keep my light on in here so that way it just feels like it's more like daytime, which is ironic because I'm a night owl, so I work during the night, but it makes me feel like I am part of the normal society if I have daylight. How does it feel living with a night owl? Because you're a morning person.
I feel like sometimes I need to, I feel bad if I go to sleep and you're still awake.
So Tony is a morning person, and he, as soon as he opens his eyes, if I blink or just happen to breathe and turn or something, Tony's ready to start having a conversation. 6 in the morning. And what's my time? 2 a.m., 1 a.m.? Mm-hmm. I'm that way, so I'll have a full-blown conversation as he's like falling asleep or completely asleep. It's kind of funny how that works. So on normal nights, he'll actually go to sleep around.
Yeah, totally.
I can go to sleep around that time if I'm not actually being productive, which for the past since COVID, I haven't been. I'll also wake up. And yesterday, I think I went to sleep at 10 o'clock or 9 or 10 o'clock. I grabbed my laptop at 2 a.m. Went to go get ramen. It was I was ready to start working at 2:30 in the morning. Usually that's my time to go to sleep. Dinner part 2.A, salad. And then I usually eat ramen at 1 a.m. So I'll probably do that then. So it is 12:18. I finished eating salad and I made some notes here with the blog posts and YouTube videos in addition to the stuff that I already have on my board. And I have Monday.com up so I can start putting it in there and getting my templates ready for a separate YouTube board, a separate blogger board. I did start writing down the stuff I need to put in Maya's lunch for tomorrow, but I've never had to pack her lunch before, so I'm not really sure if I can send her something that needs to be heated up because of COVID and how no one can touch it, and obviously she can't put it in the microwave herself. if that's even an option at the school. I'm trying to figure out what I can pack her for the actual lunch to save time for myself and to kind of know what I'm going to talk about, just to develop on the idea, so that way when I sit down to write, I already have my list done. So for example, this one I have planned to like film a dog haul video. Friends personally and people I don't know, I talk about Avera a lot on my Instagram because she's had a lot of health issues lately. So I mean, I'm a dog person, so they thought that would be helpful if I talk about it more. So I was like, let me put this into a blog post and a future video, but I'm making a list of everything that I think is helpful. I'm just kind of just getting tired because everything the past couple of days are starting to catch up with me, and I don't want to oversleep because obviously tomorrow is Maya's first day of school. Yeah, and make sure Maya's bag is packed, her backpack is packed fully. I know my husband packed it, but I want to repack it. I'm really tired right now. So I would get up, go do laundry, and then I should be fine to just start going again, so. Yeah, come on. Mariah is awake again. Yeah, she's awake again. No, I'm actually doing stuff.
Oh, you have laundry.
Yeah, laundry. I'm writing out my stuff, trying to get organized for the week.
Jump.
So I just put all my stuff up on the board. I need to reorganize because I have way more blog posts than I have anything else, and I actually have a lot of YouTube videos ideas that I have written down on like 15 different other pages. I have my board at least set for tomorrow. I'm gonna head downstairs and actually pack Maya's lunch. She's not allowed to have help, which blows my mind. Like as a 5-year-old, send a 5-year-old to school, she's not allowed to have help with opening her own containers. I mean, I get COVID and all that stuff. I'm sending everything in plastic baggies because I have her lunchbox and everything's coming tomorrow actually. I'm really excited for it. It's the dividers and the sections and like levels, because the containers I have down there, she's gonna need help with opening them. Her getting approved to go in school from virtual to in person was very sudden, so I didn't have like time to really like process it, like, oh geez, I need all this stuff. This is her lunchbox. She thinks it's brand new just because she hasn't seen it in months, but it's nice that she thinks this is, you know, brand new. But this is her lunchbox for tomorrow. Apple and then a cut up apple. Sometimes she likes it cut up, but sometimes she likes to eat it whole, and she does get irate if it's not one way or the other. So I was like, okay, let me include both. And I have some grapes in here, same thing in here. I have some that are actually on the stem and some that aren't. Since the teacher can't help her open anything, she knows how to open these with piercing it with the straw, so I'll have to show her tomorrow that she does have a straw in here. So I took the straw out of the package and she knows how to pierce it. I opened her fruit roll up, so I just cut the top off. I did the same thing with the Welch's fruit snack. I cut the top off. I wasn't sure if she was going to actually want it to be a sandwich because, again, she has, you know, those moods where sometimes she just wants to eat the bread and the meat separate, which is actually how I eat my burgers when I'm out in public. I don't like picking up a burger. I'll cut it up. So she's similar in that regards. And then I have lunch meat, which she also likes to eat by itself. So if she wants to make it a sandwich, she can. The Go-Gurt is the only thing that she'll need help with, unless she is able to figure it out tomorrow. I have 2 napkins down here. She doesn't need any forks or utensils or anything. So pepperoni slices, because she loves pepperonis, and then she loves these pretzels. And hopefully this is a nice surprise for her. So I am going to write her a little note in her lunchbox. So that's the first thing that she opens and sees, because she already told me today when I was doing her hair that she misses me for tomorrow, because I'm nervous. I'm very nervous for her going to school tomorrow because it's like real school, and you know, I can't just come get her. I mean, I can come get her, but now that we're switching her to in person, we have to stay in person for the remaining of this semester, and I can't walk her to the class. So there's a lot of like emotion and stuff for first time for both of us. This was actually a productive night. It might not seem like it, but it actually was. Even though it's nighttime and everyone's asleep, I still have obviously distractions with Mariah waking up at night, or even Maya waking up sometimes. I am going to try to stay up just to make sure I can move my clothes over to the dryer though, so I don't have wet clothes in the morning. Please let me know what your routine is, because like I said, I've been Googling this for years and I couldn't find really anyone else who was a true like night owl and what their routine was to kind of get ideas of how to function in a society that is catered to morning people. Don't forget forget to subscribe, like this video, share it with someone else who might be able to relate. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, thanks for watching.